I found no way to stop him yet!
There's only one thing, Captain.
What?
We're going straight into the water!
Into the blue! Into the blue, for Christ's sake! Up! Up!
May I make a suggestion? Higher, higher!
Damn it to hell! I said into the blue!
May I make another suggestion?
Remarkable work these genetic people do. Most impressive. Julius, don't be so sensitive. Please, you know it distresses me. Anyway, biologically speaking, you were centuries ahead of those poor creatures.
Number one. Calling number one.
I trust for your sake that you have a favorable report.
It's fantastic. Because of the hypnoray, the occupancy rate of Sicily Heights is 98%.
Most impressive.
Reports from the housing developments are excellent, Chief. All the sales figures have topped our expectations. Everything's going great. Except for
Captain Invincible. Exactly. I must say that his survival was rather surprising. It seems that his abilities returned rather sooner than I expected. However, I can assure you that he will not escape the new trap that I've laid for him. There's my call now. Hello. I'd just like a word with you, Councilman, about your extra apartment. Oh, no. I don't want to know the young lady's name, but I'm sure that the voters might. Would you mind holding on a moment, please? I have another call. Hello? 916-112-11-Z. Yes. Those Swiss bank account numbers are rather distinctive, aren't they? Would you mind if I made this a conference call? Just one moment, please. Gentlemen, are you there? Gentlemen, I don't want to take up too much of your extremely valuable time, but there is one very small favor that I would like to ask of you. I shall destroy Captain Invincible for the second time. But the one thing that he loves most, his country. Open wider, you silly boy. There.
Do you know what you've done? Have you any idea? You've thrown my whole career out the window along with me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. They would have believed my story. I'm not a washed-up drunk who pleaded the fifth in front of a... I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. It's just that my career was just beginning. Had a policewoman of the month badge and 3 special commendations in the commissioner's own handwriting.
Well, I'm sure you deserve the commendations, kid, but I don't know if you would have deserved the ventilation holes you would have had all throughout your body if I didn't drag you out of there.
How can you be so sure?
Because I know who's behind this now.
Who?
Mr. Midnight. He's the only one who's smart enough to have engineered... He's the only person who could have engineered this thing. Stolen the hypnoray, getting the whole world against me. It all makes sense now.
Mr. Midnight.
Yeah. My arch enemy. Hell, everybody's arch enemy, as far back as I can remember. I had chums in the Wall Street crash who made a hash of their sums and burned their mothers for cash. They turned into bums in a flash. I've known monkeys who are doing okay, who met flunkies that would blow you away. They were junkies in less than a day. There are pushers and hoodlums of great dedication that without hesitation supply medication. 1 minute you're a looker that looked, and the next you're a hooker that's hooked.
Long before the great Big Bang, there was evil in the void. Long before the first bird sang, evil was enjoyed.
Long before the dawn of man, there was born an evil plan. Believe me when I say that there's no other side to midnight. Hold on, sit tight, you never ever did right. Roll on midnight, you're spoiling for the big fight, Mr. Evil Midnight.
Long before the sands of time, there was evil doing well. Long before the birth of crime, there was evil building hell.
Long before the age of reason, evil waged unholy treason. Believe me, that no mother ever cried for midnight.
Of a thousand disguises,
but the man behind the mask remains the same.
If that's really who you think it is, you're in for some surprises. Was that silent? Was that hip-hop? Was that really? This is more than
Long before the crack of doom, there was evil in the air. Long before we left the womb, there was evil everywhere.
Long before the truth was found, evil used to cruise around. Believe me, it's a one-way ride from midnight. Hold on, sit tight, you never ever get right. Roll on midnight, spoiling for the big fight, Mr. Evil Midnight. Now I'm gonna keep my grip tight.
I'm going to take a big bite.
Gonna get a big fright, Mr. Evil Midnight.
Mr. Evil.
If he's that bad, what are you going to do about it, Captain?
Ah, Gustave. Just a moment, Gustave, please. Would you mind repeating that but a little more slowly? See. So, our gallant captain has finally arrived.
Well, that was really the pits.
Congratulations, Captain. It seems that some of your old skills have not entirely deserted you.
I don't need any compliments from you, Midnight. I want the hypno-ray, and I want it now.
Same old dreary demands. Self-righteous, messianic, moralistic, and increasingly tedious.
Fine talk from a sociopath, paranoid, schizophrenic with delusions of grandeur.
Thank you.
You'll never change.
And you will never win. Now, let's see. During our long association, you have changed brands quite a few times, haven't you? To begin with, it was Retsina, as I recall, with just a little dash of hemlock, and then your long flirtation with cognac, during which you did rather overdo the Napoleon. And most recently, fine Kentucky bourbon.
Might I say that I'm old-fashioned, très fin ordinaire? That I want a fresh Manhattan with white Anglo-Saxons everywhere. A black Russians, no pink lady, give her the Singapore sling. A Moscow mule is not your baby, so highball the vodka and name your sting. Be a big shot with a bull shot, be a swine, meet der wine. Have a shot or a port or a snort of any sort. Asti spumante, uno chianti, arti fine. I got some economic hawks, a gin and tonic on the rocks, where angels fear to tread. I say, choose your booze, let's hit the red eye. Think of young Diana Durbin and how she sung on rum and bourbon. Or enhance your luncheon hour with a planter's punch and a whiskey sour. If you feel like a wreck, try a horse's neck or a sherry with a cherry in the new finer size. If you don't name your poison, I'll have to get the boys in. The spirit of adventure opens one's eyes. If you don't name your poison, I'll have to get the boys in, and you'll never see another tequila sunrise. Live happily ever after, with a Chablis and some laughter. Between the sheets is lovely, with a dizzy blonde and a bottle of bubbly. There's nothing sicker in society than a lack of liquor and sobriety. So, down the hatch, here's mud in your eye. Take a bracer with a chaser, wash it down with rye. Bottoms up, stirrup cup, it'll put you in the pink. And all you have to do is drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink.
Genetically inferior, racially impure monstrosities, back to the very just fate that has awaited them all since the very dawn of man.
Congratulations, Midnight. You really are a genius.
You fumbled the big one on the 1-yard line. Today, New York. Tomorrow, the Wilds. Bang it on!
Michael Lang with a special news break. Moments ago, sections of the New York State coastline broke away. The ethnic populations trapped on the floating sections were rescued by Captain Invincible from a submarine attack masterminded by arch-criminal Mr. Midnight, although this has not been confirmed.